Good morning. Today I'm going to walk you through my morning routine. 7:49 right now. I'm not going to pretend like I just rolled out of bed. I've already got a coffee here, but I'm going to show you the whole thing. Now that I've done my morning routine, I'm going to show you guys my morning routine. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't have a morning routine, the reason why I think it's so helpful for me is it sets the tone for your day. With many different things going on in your life, it can be very easy to wake up and immediately think about all the things that you have to do, or all the people you got to get back to, or all of the items on your to-do list. Having a structure in the beginning of your day and at the end of your day allows you to kind of create some sort of familiarity and some sort of routine, which allows your body to just feel a little bit more at ease. So morning and night, good places to have a little bit of structure for yourself. I'm gonna walk you through mine. Usually the first thing that I do is I'll come in and I'll light these candles because it'll be dark and I don't like having the big lights on. So I'll light these candles. And then this is something that I really love. I want you to picture your favorite memory around a campfire. If you've ever been somewhere where there's a campfire around, just the smell of that wood is one of my favorite smells. So these little incense sticks that I have smell like a campfire. It's called, this one is mesquite wood. So I light this. I usually light this in the morning. I usually light this at night. Honestly, I also light it during the day. I got this burning all the time. This is the smell of a campfire, and I love the smell. So come in. It's kind of like an incense stick, and I'll get this hot, and then then I'll blow it out. And that'll stay lit for a while. Put it in this little jar right here, and now my room smells like firewood. This is what the sticks look like. And then in here I got a little bit of Palo Santo. That I'll light. Occasionally I won't light the firewood and I'll light the Palo Santo, but I'd say most of the days every day I'm lighting one of these two. From there, now let's open this up just so we can get a little light. Open this up just so we can get a little light in here. Okay, from there, after lighting those, I come in, sit down, I take my sandals off, and I check in with how I'm doing. Close my eyes. I will notice my feet on the floor, the way that the soles of my feet are touching the ground, my toes, my heels. I notice my legs, feeling my legs on the chair. I notice my hands on my knees. And I'll just breathe for a second and just kind of check in with my body and see how I'm feeling, see how I'm doing. And then after doing that, occasionally I'll do one or the other. First is I will do Headspace, which is an app on my phone. So I'll turn on a basic little Headspace one. I'll actually show you what it sounds like really quick. This is probably my one of my biggest flexes. On Headspace, I have completed 701 sessions, and I've meditated for 7,842 minutes. And majority of the ones that I have done are just the basics on Headspace, basic. So I click the basic, and it starts like this.
Remember, eyes open.
Here we go.
A nice soft focus. Doesn't matter if you're sitting in a chair.
So you start with your eyes open.
But sitting upright in a relaxed and comfortable position. And just starting with a couple of nice, big, deep breaths.
So I'll take some deep
in
breaths.
through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, as you breathe in through the nose, focusing on the lungs expanding as they fill with air. And as you breathe out through the mouth, just noticing how the muscles in the body soften.
Anyways, basically what I'm doing is I'm checking in with my body. I'm breathing, I'm checking with my body. Then it walks me through kind of like a body scan. So like I was just saying, I'll notice my feet on the ground. Then I'll notice, how do my ankles feel? I'll notice, how do my calves feel right now? How do my shins feel? How do my knees feel? Am I noticing any sort of sensation in any of these places in my body? Is there tension? Is there pain? Is there just energy that feels like it's moving? Is there tightness? And I'll walk all the way up my body, starting at my feet. I'll go to my knees. I'll go to my quads. I'll go to my legs. I'll go to my stomach. I'll go all the way up to the top of my head. I'll walk through my whole body. And like this whole thing can take a minute or it can take 4 or 5 minutes. But it doesn't need to be super extensive. It can be something that can go pretty quickly. It's just checking in with your body. So I'll do Headspace. The second thing that I do if I'm not doing Headspace is I'm doing an app called Open. Open I use for more breath work, which is a little bit more active. It's a little bit more like the way that I look at it is Headspace is for me to kind of check in with how I am doing and just sit with it. Open is for me to actively change the way that I am feeling. So in the breath work on Open, a lot of the times I'm doing something like 2 inhales and then an exhale where it's like 2 inhales and an exhale, something like that. And that will actively change the way that I'm feeling. So it's less about noticing how I'm feeling, and it's more about choosing how I would like to feel. So I do those in this chair, check in with my body. That whole process usually takes a max of 10 minutes, and then I move on. From there, sitting in that chair, I will walk down the stairs in my house to the kitchen. So I'm done with being in my office now. And now I come down here and I get into my kitchen. I'm gonna set you guys up here. Okay, we come down here. I usually greet my fiance. I usually don't see her before. She goes into her own room. I go into my own room to do our morning kind of rituals by ourselves. I usually come down here. She is usually down here. A lot of the times, like for example, this morning, before I came and started filming this, she made like a ginger and lemon water, kind of like a tea. And we like this little fellow, I think it's called fellow, teapot. So we will come and we'll make kind of some little concoction like that, and it's good for your digestion. So drink some lemon ginger water, and either her or I will take our dog on a stroll. I'm not going to say the word that starts with W right now because he is listening and he will want to go. But usually one of us will take him, and then we'll just kind of sit around here. And the next thing that we do is typically my favorite part of the morning with Sam, my fiance, and that is diving into making a coffee. So I'm just gonna walk you over here. So this is our coffee machine. It's called the Mealy. Okay, now at some point I will have a La Marzocco where you actually have the things that you're dialing in with espresso, because both of us are espresso drinkers, and this is a very good automatic machine that does both espresso and does all different styles of coffee for people that are coming over to our house, because we have a lot of people that come over to our house. However, at some point, I'm gonna need a La Marzocco in this kitchen. So I don't know when that's gonna be. I don't know how far out that is gonna be, but we will have one at some point. So what I do, my drink of choice right now for coffee is a cortado, which is 2 shots of espresso and then a little bit of milk on top, that I steam. So this little frother right here from Nespresso is what I use. Here's something we've been doing that Sam's been unreal at, is we have this, oh, there it is. We have this we have this thing. It's called a nutter. This thing makes cashew milk. So you'll put cashews in here and it'll blend it up and then strain it. So then we have fresh cashew milk, which is unbelievable. Cashew's my favorite nut. And cashew milk, if you've never tried cashew milk is absolutely fire. So this is what we end up doing. Look at this. Look at this little note too. Legit. So this thing right here is full of cashew milk that Sam made, and she puts a little bit of salt in it. She puts a little bit of vanilla in it, and she puts a little bit of, I think, dates in it. And it's unbelievable. So I will pour some of that in the Nespresso. That becomes the frother. This will just do 2 shots of espresso off of the mealy. And so I'll make that. I'll do 2 shots of espresso. I'll pour a little froth on top of it. I got my little glasses here. Look at some of these glasses. Actually, coffee is such a huge part of my life. I love coffee. I absolutely get so stoked around the coffee that I have in the morning, around a coffee that I have midday, around going and getting coffee with people, around trying different coffee shops. I love coffee. I love the culture around it. Love coffee so much. So being able to start making better coffees at our house is a big thing for me. Glasses is a big part of that. So I got those glasses. I got these glasses. I got these glasses, which I like as well. A little bit bigger. These are more for like a latte, but cool vibes as well. And then check this out. Got this whole thing for Sam for Christmas. So we have our own little Italian cafe up in here to be making coffees in the morning. So I love having people over for coffee. I love making coffee. I love drinking coffee. And this is my cortado here. So I'll take this, and then Sam and I will go and we will come and sit. Come over here. River usually joins us. I'll take a seat right here. Sam will come take a seat here. And then we sit and we talk about our morning and we just catch up, see how each other's feeling in the day, what we've got coming up today. And that's the end of it. Now, here's what I want to say about the whole thing. Am I doing this every single day? No. Am I doing it on the days that I try to and that I want to have some sort of structure and routine in my life? Absolutely. Do I feel like it's super helpful? Absolutely. Do I feel like it's essential and if I don't do it, my entire world is going to be rocked? Absolutely not. There's moments where I feel like a routine is super helpful. There's moments where I wake up and I'm like, I want the coffee immediately and I want to jump on my laptop and I want to actually get out of the house. And that's okay too. If your routine gets to a place where you're feeling guilty for not doing it, or you're being hard on yourself if you don't check off all of those boxes and it becomes a task list, then it's not beneficial. So make sure, for me, this is something that I do, is I'm always asking myself, like, what do I feel like my routine needs right now? Do I feel like I need to actually go and meditate? Do I feel like I want to get up and work out right away? And I allow those things. I allow myself to do the things that I feel like I need in that moment. So ask yourself, what is it that I actually need? What am I craving? What do I feel like will set me up to have a better day? And then that's what you go and follow. This is my morning routine. I appreciate you guys watching. Would love to answer any questions in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, please follow along because there's going to be a lot more like this, and I'm here for you guys. Much love. Have a great day.